Alrighty, welcome everyone. After a wonderful first day of treasure hunting, we are back for day 2, and we are going to have 3 shows today, starting with Kanata no Astra, which is a Studio Lerche show. The last 2 things that Studio Lerche has made were Asobi Asobase, and what was the other one? I just had it. Radiant, right, both of which I kind of hate. I think Radiant is absolutely terrible, and I dropped Asobi Asobase after the first episode or 2. Did I watch 2? I think I watched 2. I gave it 2. It won a poll on my Patreon for the comedy slot, and so I watched the first couple of episodes of it and then dropped it and moved to the next thing on the poll, which was Lucky Star, because it just didn't land for me. I didn't care for it at all. It felt like a worse Nichijou, but that's not really the point, because that's not the show we're here to talk about today. We are here to talk about Kanata no Astra, or Lost Among the Stars, or something like that, which has a pretty interesting premise and seems to be based on a pretty well-rated manga. The manga is currently rated at like 8.06 or something on Mal, and usually manga ratings on Mal are a little bit skewed to the upper end, so take that with a grain of salt. But the premise seems to be some kind of near-future hard sci-fi thing, set in like 2060 something, so near future, stars in space and shit, potentially some interesting, like, realistic sci-fi in the vein of Planet Tales or even Legend of the Galactic Heroes, maybe. Just that kind of vibe where I can believe that this universe exists in our world, right? That's the vibe that I get from the little description blurb. This show is directed by Masaomi Ando, who was episode director on many episodes of Fairy Tail, a show which I'm not very familiar with, and a director of a number of other Lerche shows that I have not seen, which most of which have ratings in the high 6s to low 7s. So, based on that and the property they're adapting, it's probably like a mid 7s, totally fine show. We'll see. Kind of dubious. I don't know what to expect here. We can only get into it to find out. The one issue with that is that they've decided to release a 2-part or super episode thing, so it's a 47-minute long monstrosity, and well, we're gonna have to see if this is a similar situation to Rising of the Shield Hero last season, where I believe they have 24 episodes scheduled. It doesn't list, they don't know the number of episodes. Okay, rip, never mind. So they don't have 24 episodes scheduled, but that's what they had for Shield Hero. But they release a big super episode first, and either this will serve as a better introduction to the world or extra super duper boring. Let's see if we finish it, shall we? I've got episode 1, all 47 minutes and 49 seconds of it, up and ready to go. It's at 0 seconds. There will be multiple versions of this reaction video. You can find picture-in-picture versions with the video inset up over here in the corner, down there in the description. There will be a timer-based version on YouTube, which you're watching right now if you're hearing me say this. It'll have discussion of the episode at the end, which will be 47 minutes from when we start, unless I stop early, and a beep beep timer at the beginning, which will go boop 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 beep, and on the beep in the green light is the same frame that the video Kanata no Astra starts playing on my screen, so if you're playing along on your screen with your own video, that's probably when you want to do so. Beep beep timer goes here. Hi, Katakawa. Glad this is timer-based, because you would copyright strike. I almost expect a Skelter Heaven heartbeat noise right now. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Pretty hair animation. This is starting with a really slow burn. Those are like normal bags of stuff. This is a really interesting way of doing this kind of credits. Okay. CG? Yeah. Alone in the vastness. Yeah, I would be too. Did that list a second director? This is nice and tense. Hello. You're not alone. Astra lost in space. Planet Camp? Is this before? Might be gone longer than that. So, going camping on another planet. Okay. Is that the guy? Oh, that's a thief. Yep. Oh. Oh. What's up with his shoes, though? Oh, shit. It's not his shoes. It's just him. Oh, it is his shoes. Is that his attempt to name a move? So that makes in space the second time. He's saved her. So far, this is pretty boring. I'm waiting to care. Whoa, Shinobu? Shinobu? It's Shinobu! What the fuck? With a tan. Little sister? Big sister. There's a lot of cast. Okay. Yeah, we're teasing a lot of characters. I don't think anybody asked. I think we figured that one out on our own. Yep. There you go. She's the main character. Exactly. Woo! Space camp! Why? Ugar's Veig? Okay. Why? Oh, there we go. That's why. What is the point of this whole thing? Is this like a coming of age thing that everybody goes through? That's what the old lady seems to imply. I'm confused. I kind of like that. She's got an interesting trait. She uses ventriloquism to distance herself from her. Oh, it automatically does that? Oh, I thought she was doing a thing. That makes it less impressive, but that's okay. Just the guy with the scar on his nose. Yeah. How far in are we? 10 minutes. I'll give it to the midpoint. Should be like 23. Hmm. Where's the spacesuit that we see her in? I don't think they're that close. Yeah. She's a boob harness? Did I did I get that right? Did she just put a strap under her boobs for the express purpose of keeping her boobs in place? Is that what just happened? 1700 boob strap. The fuck? We know. White hair guy? Not in space. Is that Kirito? Zweig Ulgar. Koki Uchiyama. You Kirito? You're not Kirito. But you are Toikuji. No, she does not. Oh, we have warp. Punch it, Chewie. Oh. So pre-scar. Hinting at backstory stuff. Oh, looks like we're getting it. Stats a track coach? Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Life is what you make of it. Why frozen? That seems like it would be really hard to peel. Okay. So he seems like a deuteragonist, like a secondary main character, but he's also got, yeah, he's got driven goals. That's interesting. Okay. All right, arriving at the planet. Odd, I thought that something would go wrong here. The good thing about starting post whatever went weird and then jumping back to here is that I'm actually interested in figuring out how we get from here to there, to floating alone in space. Okay. Okay. What did you just notice, little girl? Is there a threat over there? Oh, geez, what the fuck? Is that a portal? Yeah, what the fuck? Throw something at it. Don't touch it. Move away. No, 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 no. Oh, don't be that guy. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You did not want to do that. That's a wormhole. Well, there goes that guy. And there she goes. Okay, well, I was waiting for something to happen, and here at the midpoint, something just happened. And the music just dropped. All right. What have we got here? So we experience it from his perspective. Interesting. Pretty cool. Is this his history? The accident that claimed his sensei's life, maybe? Died for him? Oh. Okay. Different. So not him. Oh, there goes the teacher. So he didn't die saving his life. But someone else's. Oh, did he end up with a must-save people complex? There you go. Okay, and he's lived by that his whole life. Welcome to the vastness of space. Now you need to get your bearings and find the others. Grab that. No. Rip. Oh, ship. Hey, everybody's here. Smooth. So that's not the ship that came in? Alright, this is interesting. There's some cool pieces of soundtrack here. An abandoned ship. Oh, this is interesting. Because when we saw him in the beginning, he seemed to be tethered. Thunk. Missing one. Missing one. Yeah. Ping pong. One shot with a tether. Oh, it's right there, right? That's the winch right there. Act tough. I'll go. Interesting. Bingo. Just clip that on your butt. Easy peasy. Just wasting fuel. No fucking way. Oh shit! Oh my god. That's gonna yank him back and away. Gotta use something to bridge that gap. The bag? Maybe? What you gonna do, Kanata? Unclip? There we go. We go without a rope. Alright. That's pretty dope. And you're out of fuel. Yeah. Yeah. Low fuel, low fuel. Hmm. Yeah. This is so tense. Hmm. Fuck. Everybody link arms. Dangle them out. Yeah. Barrel monkeys in a barrel. Perfect. You're drifting below, but they can make a chain. Sizzle, sizzle. But they've made, yeah. Nice. Everybody has to work together. Oh, I like that. Hmm. How conveniently inconvenient. But where are you? Yeah, but are you around Makpa anymore? What if you're in, like, a mirror universe? Or just a couple thousand light years away or something? Yeah, okay, so you have no idea where you are. Limited supplies. Oh, that is a long way. Wormhole thing. Yeah. I'm sure, dude. There's still 13 minutes left. So I guess enough to start down the plot. And Prospera ad Astra. Isn't it? Isn't it reversed? Ad Astra per Aspera? Nope, they've got it right. Damn, some of these pieces of soundtrack are really cool. I don't know, dude. Wait. We see that, but just as part of her explanation, I don't think that's accurate. Yeah, if you hadn't, wow. Yeah, this isn't a test. They would have killed all of you. Ooh. Like, does this ship fly? What's his name? Zach? Zach Walker. He's not listed on Mal. He's a super genius? Okay. Does it have faster than light capabilities? Ooh, yeah. We need resources. Negligible. Doubt it. Let alone food and air. Wow, already. Interpersonal conflict. The bread and butter of characters trapped in a situation shows. And we know this story. The audience. He died. Okay. Gonna take her hand? Yeah. Nice. Hmm. All right, so we've got our one standoff guy. Zweig? Right? Something like that? Oh, little girl gonna pull him back. Come on, Toei. I'm gonna just call him Toei. Ulgar. Hmm? Huh? Like journey from one planet to another. Hop, skip, and jump. So we end up getting to explore a bunch of random planets while doing sci-fi mystery stuff. Yo, that's actually cool. This is a premise. It allows for exploration, it allows for mystery, it allows for intrigue, it allows for interpersonal conflict. It's excellent. Hop, skip, jump. So we end on a hopeful note for the first. Okay. A lot. A whole lot. But we can do it. All right. I'm down for this. I don't know, man. We don't know how many episodes there will be. And he's earned it by now. Nice. Shut up. He's just being modest. If you put it like that. Astra. He's gonna pull it from the thing. Star. Pretty much. And thus our title. Ooh. We never saw that, did we? The suit that he was wearing. And this is the OP used as ED? For sure. Who is this? Okay. So, I just finished the entirety of the 47-minute episode 1 of Astra Lost in Space, and I gotta say, I'm probably gonna watch episode 2. I'm a little bit surprised by this. I was a bit dubious, a bit skeptical going in, because this is a show by a studio that I haven't been a fan of a lot of their stuff, and, well, it's a 47-minute first episode for a weird sort of vague sci-fi thing. And then it started, and I felt like everything that I had thought was confirmed. I got kind of bored around the 10 to 15 minute mark. I think this first half of the episode is not the strongest point, but it does serve as efficient exposition, relatively efficient. Like it leans on tropes and dumb stuff a little bit to give us an idea of who each of our characters are before they actually start interacting. And we have this little stinger from the beginning of her floating through space and seeing the guy come toward her, hand outstretched, which serves to let us know that there's tension building. We know that we're going to end up there somehow, but we don't know how we're going to get there. And so the question is how? How do we get from, yay, happy fun times, we're all going to camp, to stranded in a spacesuit floating around in the emptiness of space? There is this bit with the old lady who her suitcase bumps into, and I think this is one of the weaker scenes in the episode. I don't know what the point of this scene is at all. Usually in a position like this, if this were following, say, horror logic, then this character would act as the harbinger, right? The character who tells the kids journeying out into the woods that there are creepy things out in the woods and they should stay safe or not go there. But that's not what she does. Instead, she's actually like the polar opposite. She basically tells the kids, when I was a kid, I used to go out and hang out in the woods and it was lots of fun, as though to tell us, the audience, that people in this universe are aware of this camping trip. It's a traditional thing. It goes on all the time and nothing usually goes wrong. That seems to be the point of it to me, if anything. It's just to say, like, there's nothing to fear on this trip, but we know that there is. So, And then a thief as if on cue it's kind of lame. And then this whole thing where he screams out an attack name. This is a joke, right? While I was watching, actually, I noticed that there's one review on Mal of this show, and it rates it as a 1. Of course, it's from like an hour ago. And it says, like, then main heroine boy, it would just be hero, used magical girl shoes to create spell circles that give him high jump with a suspense still frame over waterfalls to call it a signature attack that stomps a generic bad guy to the ground. Instant drop. I think this is kind of silly. You look at this and you go, oh, what a stupid anime trope. But then not like 5 seconds later, the show goes, look at that stupid anime trope we just did. He yelled a name, but he's a dum-dum. He's a gung-ho dum-dum who's a take on your generic shonen protagonist, but he is not the point of view character of this show. She is, right? She's the first character we're introduced to. As far as I can tell, she's going to be our main insert character. So, he's a weird one. But by doing that weird tropey thing, it shows us that he aspires. This is what's interesting about him. He's not the shonen protagonist, yet he aspires to be the shonen protagonist. That's interesting. That's his goal. That's his aspiration, to act tough. That's kind of interesting. And also to kind of to be like his teacher. So we meet mini new Shinobu, who's definitely Shinobu, and her sister, and they're not the best of companions. And each of these characters, like, we lean on tropes to define them initially. This character who's just apologizing, that's all she does. Whoops. That's her character at this point. And so that's all we need to know. She's the shy girl. Zweig is the edgy guy. He's the shoujo dude. main character boy is main character boy. This is the stoic, glasses wearing big dude. She's the sort of prissy girl, but she has like a good side. Like, we lean on these tropes so that we can do this rapidly, because we've got a lot to cover in this episode. We got to get these kids on the ship, out of space, onto the planet, into a wormhole, into space, out of space, onto the ship, save each other, figure out that they actually have a way to get home, but it's going to take a while and they have to explore through a bunch of stars. We have to do this rapid fire. We have to do it quickly. So we have to get through these character introductions fast. And so we do. While the characters don't really know each other's names, we learn their names through a series of... Where are they? I don't actually know where they are. There's a series of overlays with their names over each of the characters. Yeah, Dangerous Boy. Haha. I don't remember where it was, though. Maybe it's a little after this. Oh, yeah, okay. So it happens here. Yeah. So we list through each of their names as we're going. And the special thing is, gotta take Shinobu with you. She's got this cool puppet thing. I thought it was a ventriloquist act at first. It's not. But this is kind of a cute, fun thing. Like, she's a child, but she can speak more aggressively using her ventriloquist doll thing. Our main girl clearly has an interest in space and spacesuits and space technology and stuff, as she notices that, you know, the two sisters have spacesuits from the same company, and the other girl, the shy girl, has a spacesuit from the same as her company. That's interesting. But she's also trying to reach out. She's like bubbly and happy, and we get to know this about her as she goes. All right, let's just check this really quick. She takes this strap and straps it. Yeah, it's a boob strap. Okay, what the fuck? That's pretty weird. Zweig is the edgy dude. There's this whole question of who will be the captain, and our main guy really wants it. Kanata really wants it, but the others are like, why should you be captain? And we get this kind of amazing backstory. It's really simple. It's really straightforward, but it puts everything that happens in the episode proper into a unique perspective for Kanata. Like, he's experienced something quite like this before, and he's received advice that's directly applicable here. So they arrive on the planet. There's this weird wormhole thing. It's freaking crazy. And at this moment, I go, hey, this actually seems kind of interesting. I'll see what happens next. Whoa, they're all in space randomly, and then it just gets really interesting. Like, they have to work together on the fly to make this happen. They try, and their first attempt with the winch thing, it fails. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The winch isn't long enough, so they have to come up with something on the fly, and it requires Kanata to unhook himself from safety and to put himself into severe danger in order to save her, and he does. And that's genuinely heroic. We have a genuine heroic moment here in the first episode. And it's great. I think it's great. And not only does he get to be the genuine hero, everybody else gets to get in on it too. Everybody else gets to do their part. And so our characters are yanked together by fate and fortune, and they end up forced to work together. And what this ends up becoming is a setup for really interesting, a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential here. That's what I'm looking at. There is massive potential energy. Some of my favorite films and favorite stories are this kind of a scenario, like Sunshine, the film Sunshine. Bunch of scientists on a ship with a mission, stuck there, and their interpersonal conflicts and different ways of seeing the world and dealing with their plans, and the mistakes that they make along the way create drama, because they're all occurring against the backdrop of life or death, right? It's an important mission for all of these characters. Now, in Sunshine's case, it's an important mission for the entirety of humanity. Here, the stakes are much smaller, much more personal. It's their lives that are on the line. It's their lives, their ability to get home. And so, if we care about them, we care about the show. If we don't care about the characters, there's no reason to care about this show. And so I think that something needs to be said. I kind of care about these characters a little bit. More than I expected to after one 47-minute episode. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Now, production is competent. It's not stellar. It's not mind-blowing. In fact, I don't think there were any scenes here that made me go, whoa, with like Sakuga or crazy backgrounds or anything like that. In fact, a lot of the scenes look pretty bland and generic. Like this airport that's just blown out like wide screen covering lights. Or the big CG ships in the airport. None of it looks super duper amazing or anything, but it's all competent. It's all believable. It's like, fine. It's fine. Also, I like the character designs. I like the color palettes. I like that they made the spacesuits colorful and interesting, and gave each character like a unique palette and scheme that works for them. Like her little hair things match her suit. And hers is an orange and yellow that matches with her skin and hair color. It's just nice. It's nice. It's nice. Everybody stands out. Everybody's unique. Everybody's interesting. The voice acting is good, but the writing is what it all hinges on. Is whether this was a worthwhile 47 minutes, and against all odds, I think it was. Against all odds and all expectations, I think that this was a worthwhile use of my 47 minutes. And beyond that, I don't think you could have cut a section of this and cut much out and cut it down to like a 20-minute episode 1 that would have grabbed me. Because if you just take the 20 some odd first minutes of the episode, which is everything up until the point where they get sucked into the wormhole, leaving us on a cliffhanger as to where they went and how they ended up in space. That could work as an episode 1, but I don't think it's as strong for setting up the actual premise of the show, which is not we're all trapped in space, but we're all trapped together on a spaceship and we have to make a bunch of short jumps to various planets, which we'll end up exploring, which is a really interesting premise because that means that our setting can change every episode or two. And things can go wrong on every leg of the journey. Things can go strange. Characters can do things that other characters don't like. I figure that Zweig will be the first to, or whatever his real name is, will be the first to do something not necessarily stupid, but cruel. Something that pits him against someone else in the crew, just because of how much buildup has been done for him as like an edgy boy. But this is interesting. This is hard sci-fi. And it's more than that. It's characters trapped in a situation. Which means that the writing needs to be tight. The writing needs to be tight. So problems that they come across, they have to solve in ways that we as an audience can believe that these characters would come up with on the fly. And hopefully we can sort of journey along with them and, guess at what they're going to do. We've already seen some setup for that. Like when Kanata is trying to figure out how he's going to go and save Aries, we see the winch at his feet. So we as the audience have all the information that we need to come up with the plan that the characters eventually come up with. And I like that in my shows. I like that a lot. It means that they're playing with the audience. It's saying, hey, audience, play this game of the show with us, as our characters do. And that's really interesting. This is cool. I like it. That's it. I'm surprised, but I like it. So, time to wrap it up. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kanata no Astra, episode 1. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I hope you leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you thought of it. And I'll catch you in what I watch next, which should be Dumbbell Girls. So, see you there. Peace.